Life is full of challenges, but have you ever noticed that some people seem to navigate them with ease while others are constantly struggling? The difference often comes down to one crucial factor: self-control. If you can't control your emotions, your time, your habits, and your mindset, you'll always find yourself battling the same problems over and over again. Today, I want to talk about why control is the key to success and how you can take charge of your life. Emotions are an essential part of being human. They drive our decisions, shape our relationships, and influence how we experience the world. However, when emotions go unchecked, they can become one of the biggest obstacles in life. If you allow your emotions to control you instead of learning to manage them, you will always find yourself reacting impulsively, making poor decisions, and struggling to maintain stability. Think about the times when anger, frustration, or sadness dictated your actions. Maybe you said something in the heat of the moment that you later regretted. Perhaps you let fear hold you back from taking an important opportunity. Or maybe you allowed stress and anxiety to consume you to the point where you couldn't focus on your goals. These situations are all too common, and they happen when emotions take control instead of being controlled. Emotional control is not about suppressing what you feel. It is about understanding your emotions, processing them in a healthy way, and responding rationally instead of reacting impulsively. This requires self-awareness, knowing what triggers strong emotions in you and how to navigate them effectively. Instead of immediately lashing out when someone upsets you, pause and assess the situation. Ask yourself if the response you're about to give will solve the problem or make it worse. Similarly, when fear or anxiety creeps in, rather than letting it paralyze you, acknowledge it and take small steps forward despite it. One of the best ways to gain control over emotions is through mindfulness and emotional regulation techniques. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, and journaling can help create a space between feeling an emotion and acting on it. Learning to detach momentarily and assess a situation logically can make all the difference between an impulsive reaction and a thoughtful response. Developing emotional resilience is also key. Life will throw challenges your way, and if you are easily swayed by every setback, you will always struggle. Resilient people understand that emotions come and go, and they don't let temporary feelings dictate long-term outcomes. Instead of dwelling on negative emotions, they shift their focus to solutions. Instead of letting frustration consume them, they seek to understand the lesson in every difficulty. Emotional control also improves relationships. Many conflicts arise not because of what was said or done, but because of how people reacted emotionally. When you can manage your emotions, you communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts with a level head, and foster healthier connections with others. People are naturally drawn to those who remain calm under pressure, and this ability to regulate emotions can open doors in both personal and professional life. Ultimately, if you cannot control your emotions, they will control you. They will dictate your decisions, sabotage your progress, and keep you trapped in cycles of struggle. But if you master your emotions, you gain power over your life. You become more focused, more resilient, and more in control of your future. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, yet it is also one of the most misused. Every person, regardless of wealth, status, or background, has the same 24 hours in a day. But how we choose to spend those hours determines the direction of our lives. Those who struggle often find themselves caught in a cycle of procrastination, distractions, and inefficiency, while those who succeed have learned to master their time with precision. If you do not control your time, it will control you, and you will always feel like you are running behind, trying to catch up on things that should have been done long ago. The first step to taking control of your time is understanding where it goes. Many people claim they don't have enough time, yet they spend hours scrolling through social media, watching TV, or engaging in activities that add no real value to their lives. Time slips away in small, unnoticed moments. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and before they realize it, they've wasted hours that could have been spent working towards something meaningful. The key is to be intentional. Keeping track of your time through schedules, to-do lists, or digital tools can help identify where you are losing valuable hours and where adjustments need to be made. Prioritization is another crucial aspect of time management. Not everything on your list deserves equal attention. Some tasks move you forward, while others merely keep you busy. The ability to differentiate between urgent and important tasks is a skill that separates successful people from those who always struggle. Urgent tasks demand immediate attention, but they are not always important in the long run. On the other hand, important tasks contribute to your goals and overall success, but often get neglected because they don't come with immediate consequences. Learning to focus on what truly matters, your growth, your goals, and your well-being, ensures that time is spent wisely. Discipline plays a major role in time control. Many people have good intentions when planning their day, but when the moment comes, distractions and temptations take over. The internet, notifications, and constant interruptions make it easy to stray from what needs to be done. Setting boundaries is necessary. This means scheduling specific work hours, turning off distractions, and creating an environment that promotes focus. It may also require saying no to things that don't align with your priorities, even if they seem enjoyable in the moment. One of the most effective ways to manage time is through routines. Having a structured day eliminates the need to constantly decide what to do next, reducing wasted time and mental exhaustion. When you create habits that align with your goals, such as setting aside time for exercise, reading, or personal development, those actions become automatic, saving time and energy. A strong morning routine, for example, sets the tone for a productive day, while a night routine helps you wind down and prepare for the next. Ultimately, time is the foundation upon which everything else is built. If you don't control it, you will always feel overwhelmed, unaccomplished, and stuck in a cycle of struggle. But if you take control of your time, you take control of your life. You create opportunities, increase efficiency, and make consistent progress toward your goals. Time once lost can never be regained, so use it wisely. The mind is a powerful tool that shapes our reality. Every action, every decision, and every outcome in life starts with a thought. If your mind is filled with negativity, doubt, and fear, your life will reflect that. If your thoughts are focused on possibilities, solutions, and growth, success becomes inevitable. The way you think determines how you approach challenges, how you interact with others, and how you perceive yourself. If you do not control your thoughts, they will control you, keeping you trapped in a cycle of struggle and self-doubt. Negative thinking is one of the biggest obstacles to success. Many people sabotage their own potential by constantly doubting themselves and focusing on their limitations rather than their strengths. They tell themselves they are not good enough, not smart enough, or not lucky enough, and these thoughts become self-fulfilling prophecies. The more you focus on what you can't do, the more your mind finds evidence to support those beliefs. This mental pattern leads to inaction, procrastination, and fear of failure. The first step to controlling your thoughts is recognizing when negative thinking is taking over. Becoming aware of these thoughts allows you to challenge them and replace them with empowering beliefs. Shifting your mindset requires consistent effort. One powerful way to rewire your thoughts is through positive affirmations. Repeating statements like, I am capable, I can overcome any challenge, and I deserve success might feel strange at first, but over time, they reshape the way you view yourself and the world around you. Instead of focusing on problems, train your mind to look for solutions. Instead of dwelling on past failures, focus on what you learned from them and how they can help you grow. Another key to controlling your thoughts is practicing gratitude. The mind tends to focus on what is missing, what is wrong, and what could go wrong. But when you make a habit of focusing on what you have, what is going well, and what you have achieved, your perspective changes. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from lack to appreciation. Keeping a gratitude journal or simply taking a few moments each day to acknowledge the good in your life can have a profound effect on your mental state. Your thoughts also influence how you handle challenges. Those who struggle often see difficulties as permanent roadblocks, while those who control their thoughts see them as temporary obstacles. When faced with setbacks, they don't ask, why is this happening to me? Instead, they ask, what can I learn from this? This small shift in thinking makes a massive difference in how you respond to life's difficulties. The people you surround yourself with also play a significant role in shaping your thoughts. Negative, toxic individuals can plant seeds of doubt and fear in your mind, while positive, ambitious people inspire and uplift you. Be mindful of the conversations you engage in, the content you consume, and the company you keep helps you guard your mind against negativity. Mastering your thoughts is not about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It is about choosing to focus on what empowers you rather than what limits you. Your mind can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. If you allow negativity, fear, and doubt to take over, you will always struggle. But if you take control of your daily habits, define the course of your life. Whether you realize it or not, the small things you do consistently shape your future far more than any single big decision. Successful people are not just lucky or gifted, they have developed habits that align with their goals. On the other hand, those who struggle often have habits that work against them, keeping them stuck in a cycle of frustration and stagnation. If you do not take control of your habits, they will take control of you, dictating your progress or lack thereof. Habits are powerful because they operate on autopilot. Once a habit is formed, it no longer requires conscious effort. It becomes second nature. This can work in your favor when it comes to positive habits, but it can also be dangerous when bad habits take root. The problem is that many bad habits are easy to fall into, but difficult to break. Procrastination, unhealthy eating, excessive screen time, and negative self-talk are all examples of habits that can slowly erode progress and keep a person struggling without even realizing why. The key to controlling habits is first recognizing them. Many people don't take the time to evaluate their daily routines, yet their habits dictate their success or failure. Taking an honest look at what you do every day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, can reveal patterns that either help or hinder your growth. Identifying which habits need to change is the first step toward improvement. Replacing bad habits with good ones requires discipline and consistency. One of the most effective ways to do this is through habit stacking, linking a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you want to start exercising regularly, tying it to an activity you already do daily, such as brushing your teeth or having your morning coffee, can make it easier to integrate into your routine. Small changes over time create massive results, and the more you repeat a habit, the stronger it becomes. Another important factor in habit formation is your environment. If your surroundings make it easy to engage in bad habits, change them. If you want to read more, keep books within reach instead of your phone. If you want to eat healthier, remove junk food from your home and replace it with nutritious options. Designing your environment to support positive habits makes it much easier to stick to them. Ultimately, habits determine who you become. If your habits support your goals, success becomes inevitable. But if your habits work against you, no amount of motivation or talent will save you from struggle. The small things you do every day matter more than you think. Change your habits and you change your life. Failure is an unavoidable part of life. No one is immune to setbacks, mistakes, or disappointments. However, the way you react to failure determines whether it becomes a stepping stone to success or a roadblock that keeps you stuck. Many people struggle because they see failure as a personal reflection of their worth rather than a learning opportunity. Instead of analyzing what went wrong and adjusting their approach, they allow failure to discourage them, erode their confidence, and make them afraid to try again. If you cannot control how you react to failure, you will always struggle to move forward. One of the biggest mistakes people make is taking failure personally. When something doesn't go as planned, they assume it means they are not good enough, smart enough, but failure is not a sign that you should give up. It is feedback. It is an opportunity to learn what works and what doesn't, to refine your approach and to grow stronger. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than the average person has even attempted. The difference is that they did not let failure define them. Instead, they use it as fuel to improve and push forward. Fear of failure often paralyzes people into inaction. They avoid taking risks, stepping outside their comfort zones, or pursuing ambitious goals because they are afraid of what might go wrong. This fear keeps them stuck in the same place, never progressing, never growing. The truth is, failure is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced. Every failure carries a lesson, and those who are willing to learn from their mistakes become wiser, stronger, and more resilient. Developing a growth mindset is essential in controlling your reaction to failure. Instead of seeing failure as a final outcome, view it as a temporary setback. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? This shift in perspective allows you to see failure as a necessary part of the journey rather than a reason to quit. Resilience is another key factor in overcoming failure. The ability to get back up after a setback, to keep going even when things are difficult, is what separates those who succeed from those who struggle. Resilience is built through experience. Each time you face failure and push through, you become mentally stronger. Eventually, failure no longer feels like a crushing defeat, but rather a normal part of growth. Failure only holds power over you if you allow it to. If you choose to see it as a teacher rather than an enemy, it becomes one of your greatest allies. Every failure is a lesson in disguise, an opportunity to grow, and a stepping stone to success. The sooner you learn to control your reaction to failure, the sooner you break free from struggle and move forward with confidence. The people you surround yourself with play a significant role in shaping your mindset, habits, and overall success. Whether you realize it or not, your environment influences you far more than you think. If you are constantly around negative, unmotivated, or toxic individuals, their attitudes and behaviors will rub off on you. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with ambitious, positive, and growth-oriented people, you will naturally adopt similar qualities. If you do not take control of your circle, it will take control of you, and you will always struggle to break free from the limitations placed upon you by the people around you. One of the biggest reasons people fail to reach their potential is because they keep the wrong company. Friends, family, and colleagues can either lift you up or pull you down. Some people will support your growth, encourage you, and push you to be better. Others will criticize, discourage, and even sabotage your progress, sometimes intentionally, sometimes out of their own insecurities. Being mindful of who you allow into your inner circle is crucial to your success. Energy is contagious. If you spend time with people who constantly complain, make excuses, or engage in self-destructive behavior, you will find yourself doing the same. Their negativity will drain your motivation and keep you in a cycle of struggle. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with those who have a strong work ethic, a positive outlook, and a drive to succeed, their mindset will influence you in a powerful way. They will challenge you to grow, hold you accountable, and inspire you to keep pushing forward. Choosing the right circle means being intentional about the relationships you nurture. It's not about cutting people off for no reason, but about recognizing which relationships serve your growth and which ones hinder it. Sometimes this means distancing yourself from people who are stuck in negative patterns and seeking out those who align with your goals and values. It also means being open to mentorship and guidance from those who have achieved what you aspire to accomplish. Learning from those who are ahead of you can accelerate your growth and help you avoid common mistakes. Your environment extends beyond just the people you interact with. The books you read, the content you consume, and the conversations you engage in all shape your mindset. If you fill your mind with negativity, distractions, and meaningless entertainment, it will reflect in your actions. But if you expose yourself to knowledge, inspiration, and success-driven individuals, your mindset and habits will align with success. You become a reflection of the people you spend the most time with. If you want to grow, achieve success, and break free from struggle, you must take control of your circle. Surround yourself with those who inspire, challenge, and push you to be your best. The right environment makes success easier. The wrong environment makes it nearly impossible. Self-discipline is the foundation of success. It is the ability to stay committed to your goals even when motivation fades, distractions arise, or challenges make the path difficult. Many people struggle in life not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they lack the discipline to stay consistent. They start strong but lose focus, give in to temptations, or make excuses when things become uncomfortable. Without self-discipline, achieving long-term success becomes nearly impossible because success is not built in a day. It is built through small, consistent actions over time. One of the biggest misconceptions about discipline is that it requires motivation. People often wait until they feel inspired to take action, but motivation is fleeting. Some days you will feel energized and ready to work hard, but on other days, you will feel like doing anything at all. If you rely on motivation alone, you will struggle to stay consistent. Self-discipline, however, is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It is about training yourself to act based on commitment rather than emotion. Discipline is built through habits and routines. When you create a structure for your day, you remove the need to constantly make decisions about what to do next. Instead of debating whether to go to the gym, you make it a non-negotiable part of your daily schedule. Instead of deciding each day whether to work on your goals, you establish a habit that makes progress automatic. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes because your brain adapts to the structure you create. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen self-discipline is through delayed gratification, the ability to resist short-term pleasures in exchange for long-term rewards. Many people struggle because they seek immediate comfort rather than enduring temporary discomfort for future success. They choose entertainment over education, junk food over healthy meals, and laziness over productivity. But the most successful people understand that real success comes from making sacrifices in the present to reap rewards in the future. If you can train yourself to prioritize long-term benefits over instant pleasure, you gain an advantage that few people possess. Accountability is another key factor in developing self-discipline. When you hold yourself accountable, whether through goal tracking, journaling, or having someone to check in with, you create an external form of motivation that keeps you on track. Many people find it difficult to stay disciplined when no one is watching, but when you establish systems that hold you accountable, it becomes easier to maintain consistency. Self-discipline is not about being perfect, it is about being persistent. There will be days when you slip up, lose focus, or make mistakes. The key is to not let those moments define you. Instead of giving up, learn to reset quickly and get back on track. The more you practice discipline, the stronger it becomes. If you take control of your discipline, you take control of your future. Control your focus. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to focus has become a rare and valuable skill. Everywhere you turn, there are notifications, advertisements, social media updates, and endless entertainment options competing for your attention. Most people struggle not because they lack ambition or intelligence, but because they allow distractions to consume their time and energy. If you cannot control your focus, you will always struggle to make meaningful progress in life. Focus determines the quality of your work and the speed of your progress. When you concentrate fully on a task, you complete it faster and with better results. However, when your attention is constantly shifting between different things, your efficiency drops and your work suffers. Studies have shown that multitasking reduces productivity because the brain takes time to switch between tasks. The more you divide your focus, the longer it takes to complete anything significant. One of the biggest enemies of focus is technology. While technology provides incredible opportunities, it also creates endless distractions. Social media, emails, and instant messaging can quickly pull you away from important tasks if you do not set boundaries. Many people start their day with good intentions only to find themselves wasting hours scrolling through their phones or engaging in unproductive conversation. The key to controlling focus is to create an environment that minimizes distractions. This may mean turning off notifications, setting specific times for checking messages, or using apps that block distractions while you work. Mental clutter is another factor that affects focus. When your mind is overwhelmed with worries, unfinished tasks, or unnecessary information, it becomes difficult to concentrate. Clearing mental clutter through practices like journaling, meditation, or simply organizing your tasks can help free up mental space for deeper focus. Writing down what needs to be done and prioritizing tasks prevents mental overload and keeps your mind clear and focused. Deep work is uninterrupted, high concentration work is one of the most valuable skills in today's world. Those who master the ability to work deeply without distraction achieve greater success in less time. This requires setting aside dedicated blocks of time for focused work, eliminating distractions, and fully immersing yourself in the task at hand. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to concentrate and increases your overall productivity. Controlling your focus also means being intentional about where you direct your energy. Not everything deserves your attention. Many people waste time and energy on things that do not contribute to their goals or well-being. Learning to say no to distractions, unnecessary commitments, and time-wasting activities allows you to channel your focus toward what truly matters. When you take control of your focus, you take control of your results. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. It determines how you interpret challenges, how you react to setbacks, and how you approach opportunities. A strong, growth-oriented mindset leads to confidence, resilience, and progress, while a negative, fixed mindset leads to self-doubt, fear, and stagnation. If you do not control your mindset, you will always struggle, because your thoughts shape your reality. Many people develop limiting beliefs early in life, beliefs that tell them they are not capable, not worthy, or not meant for success. These beliefs often come from past experiences, societal conditioning, or negative influences. Over time, these thoughts become ingrained and create self-imposed barriers that prevent growth. If you believe you are not smart enough, you won't take risks. If you believe success is only for certain types of people, you won't strive for it. The key to controlling your mindset is to recognize these limiting beliefs and actively replace them with empowering ones. A growth mindset is one of the most powerful tools for success. Instead of seeing intelligence, skills, and abilities as fixed traits, a growth mindset sees them as qualities that can be developed through effort and persistence. Those with a growth mindset understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but an opportunity to learn and improve. They embrace challenges, seek feedback, and constantly strive to expand their knowledge and skills. This mindset makes success inevitable because it turns every experience into a stepping stone for progress. Controlling your mindset also means managing your self-talk. The way you speak to yourself matters more than you think. If your inner dialogue is filled with doubt, criticism, and negativity, you'll struggle to build confidence. But if you consciously replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations, encouragement, and constructive self-reflection, your mindset becomes stronger. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build through consistent effort and self-belief. Gratitude is another important aspect of mindset control. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, your perspective shifts from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude rewires the brain to see opportunities instead of obstacles and to appreciate progress rather than dwell on shortcomings. Practicing gratitude daily, whether through journaling, reflection, or simply acknowledging the good in your life, strengthens a positive mindset and enhances overall well-being. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It influences your actions, your relationships, and your ability to handle life's challenges. If you let negativity, doubt, and fear take control, you will always struggle. But if you take control of your mindset, you take control of your potential. A strong, resilient mindset turns obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones for growth.